EA Sports Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn bellowing behind us, that means it's time for football at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Please welcome your 2026 San Francisco 49ers.
Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from Santa Clara. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one's good for 26 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. Murray's going to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, will take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And
the ball's out. The Cardinals have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Extra point now by Ryland. He's got it. And the Cardinals will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
49ers nothing.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. You ain't no power. Mine's also dangerous. Y'all talk about red. Don't talk and bitches. That took my flavor.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. 49ers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. This is James Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man downfield is lovely. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for the Niners. And even 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
First and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Look. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
49ers 7.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense ready for their second possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action. It's Murray. He'll step up and run. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And the Cardinals first down.
They got to do a better job of pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Murray. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
3rd and long. Throwing Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. It has been a roller coaster of a start. Fumble return for a touchdown on the opening drive, but atoning for it on the next drive, scoring the last time they had the ball. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Olave is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Adrian Taylor-Demerson on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On play action, here's Jackson. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last. Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
That's a game.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, 3rd and 7, as we are ready to get back underway. On 3rd down, Jackson. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Poston Lovely. Touchdown, 49ers. Now, Folk, on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Cards offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one down the field, but It is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL had. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He finds his man. It's Dortch. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on third down.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So incomplete pass.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing again is Murray. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
3rd and 2. Now Murray. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence. He gets into drop-in. It's a loss of 8.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Second down, Murray. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. Incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The 49ers offense, and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. To start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He takes off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To the air one more time with Jackson. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Metcalf makes the grab again. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run the toss with Cook. He's got space inside the 25. And he will score! James Cook, touchdown, San Francisco.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Folk now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense start to trot out for this next possession. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Carter. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Hey, what's up now? I hit him.
Murray now on second down. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now Murray on third and long. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Niners offense and running back James Cook making their way out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Darius Robinson in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Arizona will take its first time out. Clock will stop it. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on second and third down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Here's Jackson. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Third and goal. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll try to run for it, and he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson, touchdown, 49ers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to take over just before the half. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, Murray. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short game.
Second down, 8 yards to go. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
It doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. Got to imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
On play action, here's Jackson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 35, here's 2nd and short yardage. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. Folk's kick is good. And the Niners will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense ready for it there. First possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Exiting the pocket right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and 6. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That is caught. Finding Higgins. They get 24 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard. Going to work Connor in the middle here. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Third and long. Here's Murray to throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50.
It's a gain of 25
That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Arizona.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
To throw is Murray. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On third down, Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense and running back James Cook making their way out. A first down throw for Jackson. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Jackson. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here comes 3rd and 6. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll get this one out to his fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Once again, it's Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. I mean, if he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, 1st down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They go play action now. Murray. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Send a man in motion right. Murray's going to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Boy, easy call for an official. Once the receiver steps out of bounds, he can't be the first guy to touch it. So that brings out the flag. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line. And if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. The Niners offense and running back James Cook making their way out. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This a 46-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Niners will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cards offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Ball start, offense.
Murray now on second down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Khalil Mack. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it up. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Folk now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cardinals 17.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Play of the drive, and here's Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll run for it, and it's Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Benson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
And remember, he threw that pick 6 on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Davis Gaither on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pitts is the man in motion. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 3rd and short, Jackson. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Oh! And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. So a win here for the 49ers. They take care of business here at home. The game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.